It doesn't creep, it doesn't sneak, it doesn't even eat meat, but it kills more people than lions, leopards, crocodiles, or hyenas. It looks like a fat water cow, but don't laugh. This tank with teeth is a walking contradiction, and is a deadly one. This is the hippopotamus, and it's one of the strangest mammals on Earth. It's massive, up to 3,500 kilograms, faster than a human, and technically a herbivore. But it's also an aquatic brawler, a nighttime grazer, and a tooth-wielding berserker that bites with over 1,800 psi. That's more than a polar bear. Despite being plant eaters, hippos have been filmed chewing on carcasses, attacking boats, and even killing crocodiles for fun. The hippo evolved from whale-like ancestors, has amphibious superpowers, and secretes blood-colored sunscreen. Its skin is so specialized it needs constant moisture, or cracks open. Yet it doesn't even swim. It walks underwater like a four-legged submarine. In a world where predators get all the glory, the hippo is the heavyweight no one invited to the fight, but everyone fears. Let's dive into the water and meet evolution's grumpiest mystery. Whale cousins that never left the river. The hippo doesn't belong with cows, pigs, or even rhinos. Its true relatives are hidden in the ocean. More than 50 million years ago, hoofed land mammals began dipping into rivers. One group stayed. They became cetaceans, the dolphins and whales of today. But another group split off, remaining partially aquatic, partially landbound. That lineage gave rise to the hippopotamus. Yes, you read that right. The hippo is the closest living relative to whales, not rhinos, not pigs, whales. Both share a common ancestor, something like Andias, a deer-sized creature that tiptoed into the water to escape predators. Over 1 million years ago, some descendants evolved flippers and echolocation. Others, like the hippo, stayed halfway. The result? A semi-aquatic mega-mammal that holds its breath, gives birth underwater, and shares molecule traits with dolphins. Their nostrils are on the top of their snouts. Their lungs are massive, and their bones are dense like concrete, letting them sink and walk along river bottoms. Their ears close underwater. Their eyes protrude for all-around vision. It's not just convenience, it's evolutionary perfection for amphibious dominance. Compare that to capybaras, which dabble in wetlands, which engineer their ponds. Hippos don't dabble. They own the water. They're part submarine, part battle tank. They don't swim. They gallop underwater, using momentum, not strokes. Their ancestors may have chosen the rivers, but the hippos made them its empire. The skin that bleeds sunscreen. No fur, no scales, just thick, pinkish-gray armor that looks soft, but hides a deadly secret. Hippo skin is one of the strangest biological surfaces in the animal kingdom. It's up to 6 centimeters thick, packed with collagen, and almost bulletproof. And yet, it has no sweat glands. So how does a multi-ton animal living under the African sun avoid cooking alive? It bleeds sunscreen. Well, sort of. Hippos secrete a red-orange fluid from specialized glands in their skin. It's often mistaken for blood, but it's actually a mix of hippocidric acid and norhippocidric acid. These compounds block ultraviolet rays, natural sunblock, prevent bacterial infection, antibiotic properties, and moisturize the skin. Unlike amphibians that stay damp to breathe or elephants that spray mud to protect the skin, the hippo produces its own chemical armor. The secretion starts colorless, then oxidizes to orange-red in minutes, giving rise to the myth that hippos sweat blood. But this isn't folklore. It's evolutionary skincare at its finest. Compare this to poison dart frogs, whose skin toxin deters predators, or human melanin, which protects against UV. The hippo system does both, without effort and without fail. And it's not just for looks. Without constant secretion, their skin dries, cracks, and becomes dangerously exposed. They evolve not just to fight, but to endure. The tooth that pierces bone. From a distance, the hippo looks goofy, like a water balloon with legs. But step too close, and you'll meet the largest canine teeth in the animal kingdom. That's right. Despite being herbivores, hippos have enormous tusk-like canines, sometimes reaching over 50 centimeters, nearly 20 inches long. These aren't just for eating, they're for fighting. Male hippos don't grow manes or antlers. They grow weapons, self-sharpening ivory blades that grind against each other when their mouth closes, and they never stop growing. With a bite force exceeding 1,800 pounds per square inch, they can crush crocodile skulls, snap wooden boats in half, and inflict mortal wounds on lions. During dominance battles, males open their mouths over 150 degrees, displaying their weaponry in full. These fights can turn deadly. A single bite can disembowel a rival. Compared to big cats like tigers, whose canines max out at 10 centimeters, or gorillas, who bluff with 5-centimeter fangs but rarely use them, the hippo doesn't bluff. It lunges, clamps, and kills. Even crocodiles, masters of ambush, tread lightly around hippos. Nile crocodiles often share watering holes, but when hippos charge, they scatter. It's not the size, it's unpredictable territorial violence. The irony? The teeth serve no dietary purpose. Hippos eat grass. But in war for dominance, evolution gave them sabers anyway. When a herbivore turns violent, you heard of predator aggression like wolves, lions, or orcas, but few creatures can match the raw, unpredictable fury of the hippopotamus, a plant eater with a kill count. Every year, hippos are responsible for 500+ human deaths in Africa, far more than crocodiles or lions. Tour boats capsized, canoes shattered, people bitten in half, and it's rarely provoked. Hippos attack because you're in their space, and space is everything. They don't stalk prey, they charge invaders. Males defend their stretch of river with reckless fury. Females guard calves with nuclear aggression. And at night, when they leave the water to graze, they walk for miles and will attack anything in their way. Scientists once believed that they were shy. Now, we know better. In captivity, hippos are unpredictable. In the wild, they are the deadliest herbivore on Earth. And occasionally, they break the vegetarian rule. Hippos have been filmed eating meat, scavenging carcasses, even chewing on dead hippos. It's not regular behavior, but it exists, and it blurs the line between prey and predator. They don't kill for food, they kill for dominance, and they kill efficiently. So when you see a hippo yawning wide in the river, don't smile. That's not a yawn, that's a warning. Womb of the river. When a hippo is ready to give birth, she doesn't retreat to a cave or dry grass. She returns to the water, but not just any water. She seeks a quiet, shallow part of her river territory away from dominant males and crocodile-infested banks. And there, she waits. Because hippos give birth underwater. Imagine that, a baby mammal emerging not into air, but into murky river silence. The newborn floats up, instinctively kicking and surfacing for its first breath of life. Weighing around 50 kilograms, 110 pounds, the calf is tiny compared to its mother, but perfectly designed for the amphibious world. Its ears flick water, its nostrils snap shut when submerged. It's born with the tools of a swimmer. But make no mistake, it's also vulnerable. Crocodiles, hyenas, and even large male hippos can pose a threat. That's why the mother isolates herself for the first week or two, bonding with her calf, letting it imprint on her scent and shape. She'll nurse it for up to 8 months, even as it starts to nibble on grass. Nursing often happens underwater, and the calf can close its nostrils and latch like a marine mammal. Few mammals give birth in water. Some whales and dolphins do, of course, manatees too. But on land, it's rare. Even other semi-aquatic mammals like otters and beavers return to dens. Not the hippo. She gives birth in the river, raises her calf in it, and lets the child learn to walk, fight, and float between the reeds and crocodiles. That baby will never swim. Hippos don't have webbed feet or flippers, but it will learn to bounce off riverbeds, to hold its breath for minutes, and to follow its mother's footsteps until one day it owns its own stretch of water. For now, though, it stays close, beneath the belly of the deadliest vegetarian in Africa. The river is territory, and territory is everything. If you ever want to witness a hippo's fury, try walking into its part of the river. Or better yet, don't, because what looks like open water is actually a military base. The bull hippo is its general. In a typical pod, or bloat as a group is called, there may be a single dominant male and up to 20 females and calves. Males fight for control, and the cost of losing can be brutal. Shattered jaws, ripped ears, and deep wounds take months to heal. The winner claims not just space, but reproductive rights. He alone breeds. He alone controls the shallows. Dominance is broadcast with more than muscle. Hippos perform an iconic ritual, tail-spinning dung sprays. It's grotesque. It's powerful. The dominant male backs up, lifts his tail like a propeller, and sprays feces in a wide fan while flapping. It's a biological billboard. I rule here. Other mammals mark territory too. Cats with urine, lemurs with scent glands, gorillas with chest beats, but hippos take it further. Not only do they mark their space, they defend it like warlords. If a rival male enters, it's not a bluff. Mouths open, canines clash, and water churns red. And yet, with this violence, there is social order. Calves learn their place. Mothers keep a respectful distance. Subordinate males circle the territory, waiting for their chance. The river isn't just water, it's hierarchy, it's power. It's an ancient throne room where flesh enforces law. Inside the gut of a giant grazer, what does a creature that weighs 3,000 kilograms, lives in water, and has predator-grade teeth actually eat? Grass. That's right. Pure terrestrial, unassuming grass. Every evening, as the sun drops, hippos leave the water and travel kilometers inland, sometimes over 10 kilometers per night, to graze. They follow the same paths, etching channels into the landscapes like cow-made highways through the savanna. And they eat, slowly, relentlessly, up to 40 kilograms, 88 pounds of grass per night. But digestion is no simple task. Like cows, hippos are foregut fermenters. Their stomachs have multiple chambers, and microsymbionts help break down the cellulose. However, unlike cows, they don't ruminate. They don't regurgitate and rechew curd. Instead, their gut acts more like a massive fermentation vat, loaded with bacteria that produces volatile fatty acids the hippo absorbs for energy. Compare this to other mega herbivores. Elephants, for example, are hindgut fermenters, digesting with microbes in the colon and cellum. Giraffes chew cud. Horses ferment in the intestines. But the hippo's system is unique, a hybrid that's both efficient and odd. And sometimes it glitches. Hippos occasionally ingest meat or carrion, which their digestive system isn't designed to handle. This may be stress-related, nutritional, or purely opportunistic, but when it happens, it makes the headlines. Because herbivores aren't supposed to bite into flesh, and yet hippos didn't read the rulebook. They just rewrote it. The amphibian that isn't. Despite spending most of their lives in water, sometimes up to 16 hours per day submerged, hippos are not swimmers. They don't paddle. They don't float. Instead, they walk and bounce off the bottom of rivers and lakes, using inertia to guide through the water. This is one of the strangest paradoxes in the animal kingdom. Imagine a fully aquatic mammal that can't swim. Even humans paddle, otters twirl, beavers dive, but hippos, it sinks on purpose. This is due to extremely dense bones, which gives it a natural ballast. It also has no significant blubber, no webbing, or no streamlined shape, but that's fine. It doesn't need to migrate or hunt. It just needs to stay underwater, hidden and cool. And it does that so brilliantly. Its eyes, ears, and nostrils are all positioned on the top of the skull, allowing it to see, hear, and breathe while nearly fully submerged. Its nostrils close automatically. Its heart rate slows underwater. It can hold its breath for 5 to 7 minutes, sometimes longer, while resting. Compare that to sea lions, who can deep dive with oxygen-saving tricks, or manatees who surface like gentle balloons. The hippo does the opposite. It hides in plain sight. Not an aquatic master, but a river ghost. And for all this water time, a hippo's skin demands more. It must remain wet. Drying out causes cracks and infections. That's why hippos bask in mud, lie submerged, and rely on their blood-sweat secretions. In water, they rest. On land, they feed. In both, they defy the category. The creature we're still trying to understand. In so many ways, the hippopotamus is a living contradiction. An herbivore with carnivore teeth, a river mammal that can't swim, a docile grazer with the aggression of a predator. It's a riddle in muscle and mud, and yet we still struggle to grasp its full role in the ecosystem. Hippos engineer landscapes, their movements carve paths, their dung fertilizes aquatic systems, supporting fish and plant life. But too many hippos, and oxygen levels drop, algae blooms rise, rivers choke. They are the keystone species, but with consequences. In places like the Mara River, their populations are changing due to climate pressure and human encroachment. Droughts shrink water holes, conflicts rise, farmers lose crops, poachers move in, and yet, across centuries, hippos have remained belligerent, defiant, and unbowed. We still don't fully understand their vocal communication. We still don't know why they sometimes eat meat. We still don't know how many survive in isolated wetlands across Africa. But we do know this: when the hippo opens its mouth, it's not a threat, it's a statement. A statement that evolution is messy, that categories fail, and that even creatures we think we know might still surprise us.